Welcome to the Carpool Talk Show with Melissa Plaskoff. Mothers, fathers, nannies, babysitters, and anyone else stuck in the carpool line. This is where you want to wait. And now, here's your host, Melissa Plaskoff.
Okay, well, it's so interesting with daylight savings. I feel totally off. I don't know about you.
Oh my God, like completely off schedule. And just when I was just getting used to taking Caleb to kindergarten, this is his first year, Caleb's 5, and yay, we're excited to be officially in elementary school, but to get him on that schedule, it was rough.
Yeah,
wake up,
right.
a little bit earlier than we normally do, and get him to school by 7:45 is like the cutoff in carpool lane, and that was a big deal to, oh my gosh, I have to get him out, and that's
Yeah.
different from preschool. Hours are like, whenever. But just when we were getting on that schedule, and then now we've got an hour to sleep in, but it's, you're not waking up in the dead of night.
Right. It's still, it confuses the body, and at home, I'm a total schedule person. As far as I feel like kids need schedules, adults need schedules and boundaries. We all perform better. But at the same time, I have Parker, my middle one. He was up this morning at 5 o'clock watching SportsCenter, and which is great. I mean, he can tell you all about it.
So cute.
But he will be so tired at the end of the day, and it's
Yes.
like then we still got out the door with enough time to spare, but I'm like, he was up at 5. Why were we not well equipped to leave?
And it's getting dark earlier, so when I'm picking up Caleb after school, they'll cut off again. It seems like I'm always pushing that cutoff time, but to pick him up at the after school program is about 6:30 is the latest, and it's dark. It looks like it's bedtime, and so I'm sifting through, picking him up, and it's dark at 6:30.
It's dark, and then you want to crash, and it's like, forget the play outside. I mean, my kids, they love to be outside, but then it's dark, and then I've got baby, and I'm like, everyone be quiet. But yeah, it's messing. And we were talking about it here. Everyone, the females at the office, are on the same cycle. So
Yeah.
like when you think of the schedule, it's weird because we all do better with a schedule, but women, I don't know how that happens. Like we all get on the same cycle.
Would you be
know.
interested to know that daylight savings in no way affects the life of a single male?
Welcome back to Carpool Talk. This is Melissa Plaskoff. I am your host. As parents today, we struggle with the balance between smothering our children and letting them free fall. The term helicopter parent isn't new to most of us, and as we all look around, they are popping up all over the place, especially in team sports. Today's guest is Dr. Kelly Jamison, and she's going to talk to us about helicopter parents. She is a therapist in private practice in North Dallas, and she specializes in adolescents, both boys and girls. She was recently named top doctor by Dallas Child Magazine for counseling services. Helicopter parent.
The helicopter parent is a parent who is overly involved in their child's sporting experience.
How does one become this helicopter parent? Because I would think that would not be something that a person would say, you know what, I want to be that person.
Right. Yes, no one aspires
Right.
to be a helicopter sports parent. And it comes from a place of love. Because you love your child more than anything, and you see them enjoying a sport, and you want to shine a light on that, and you want to grow that for them because you see, in the beginning, you see that they love this experience, so you want to give them more of it. It comes from a place of parenting love.
So it starts off as you're thinking, I'm supporting my child, this is
Yes.
their hobby, I want to show that I'm involved too, so we're in this together, but then something changes.
Yes.
When does that change occur? And it's detrimental to the child, right? And other players and
Everybody
Right.
involved. Yes. It begins to shift when the parent gets the message either from a coach or some sort of internal alarm goes off in them that their child has a talent or skill that is higher than the other kids.
so it's like ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 I've got the golden ticket. I need to do everything I can. This is his or her special gift, and it is my responsibility as a parent to really help them, allow that to grow and become their thing.
And so this can be, she is going to teach us how to limit screen time without a fight, answer questions that some of us are scared to ask, like what is a hashtag, and give us some advice so our kids can explore the internet in a safe way. Welcome, Lucy.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you for being here. Okay, let's just get to it.
Perfect.
Screen time. I don't know about your house, but it can cause such a fight. And I say to my kids, listen, when we are arguing, this to me is like an addiction, and I'm locking the phones. What do we do here?
So I think that every family has to really look at this specifically according to what you do at your house. So if you get home in the afternoon and you're doing chores first or homework, that is just a standard that you're going to have to set. So you want to set that standard, and then you need to just determine, like, are you going to have this during the week? Is this going to be something, or is it just going to be a weekend thing? So what we do at our house is we have sort of a little chart, and it's a little checklist, and so we check off, we've done homework, we've done specific chores, and then depending upon what night it is, we will then go ahead and either have TV time or computer time. But I think
Like
it's
one or the other?
like one, well, no, it could be both. It
Okay.
can be a little bit of both. I mean, I look at it as though they've been at school all day long. They probably had some sort of an activity after that, then done their homework. So it's important to reward them with a little bit of screen
Anything.
time.
I mean, if you're going to have a conversation on the phone and you're speaking badly about someone, your kids are going to do the same. And if you're going to be constantly texting at the dinner table, why would our kids do any different? Why would they act differently, right?
Exactly.
Okay. What about the best apps? What do you think are the best apps for kids? Learning apps, apps for fun, coding. Should we be doing that now?
Yes. So right now there's so many awesome websites that are available for all of us to go out and look at that already kind of do the job for you. They evaluate your apps, they give you great feedback on what you can do for their grade level. And right now the biggest thing with all of the kids is coding. So even my kindergartners, they'll use an app called Cadabble, which is an excellent app to go ahead and learn basic coding skills. There's also Scratch Junior, which gives them a great introduction to using blocks to put together to create code, and then that will then advance them on to using Scratch on the computer.
And that's
So,
kind of where we are
it's-
today.
it's
we
huge.
forget
So,
these days
yes.
of coloring in or,
No.
or adding on the earrings to the doll.
Exactly.
The
They
art
want
kids
to
need
do
to
the
be coding.
Minecraft. They want to use additional mods with their Minecraft. I mean, that's really the first thing that they want to go to. Any type of logic game.
And our job here is to create a community for our
Exactly.
listeners to feel comfortable and where we can be real. And I mean, hopefully we won't be too raunchy, but we want to go there if necessary.
And I'm happy to go there with you if you ever want me to.
Right, and I think once our listeners get a hold of you and your Twitter account, they will be asking those questions.
Yeah, from the guy perspective. Hey, Kevin, so tell us a little bit about your perspective with the show, and though you don't have children of your own, with some of our guests that we've had, have you learned something?
I think I've definitely learned some stuff, but it is kind of hard when I'm over here worrying about all the sound and everything. I can't totally dedicate my full attention to the content. So sometimes I don't hear everything, but it's interesting to be an outsider kind of looking in.
And you'll never have children, right?
No, someday he's going to be super dad. We are going to quit
Right.
Kevin. He's our next project.
That's true. Whenever I do, I'll be ready, thanks to you
Right,
guys.
we were like, Kevin, do you have a baby? No. Do you want a baby? Not right now. Do you know someone
Are
who
you-
has a baby? What's your
No,
relationship like
please.
with your father?
Have you ever seen a child?
Right. Have you? Right. So I think that you will learn a lot. We all will learn a lot.
And Kevin's kind of a big kid at heart, honestly.
Well, that is very true. I can't
So-
deny that at all.
Yeah.
And a perfectionist,
That is also true.
which I appreciate.
God, you guys are really putting me on the spot today. You're very flattering, though. Thank you. Just lots of
Well, he's
compliments.
the first guy that we've had on the show.
You know what? That's so true.
Ooh.
You'll
Is
need
it
a
true?
guy to kind of pick on, and I think I
Yeah.
can be that guy.
You can be that guy.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
awesome. Well, welcome, Kevin.
Get ready.
Thanks, guys.
Put on
Glad
the
to be
shield.
here.